Friends, let me tell you about a remarkable woman I met not too long ago. Her story is one of resilience, hope, and unwavering faith. She was going through a tough time. She had lost her job, and the bills were piling up. The weight of the world seemed to be on her shoulders. Her family was struggling to make ends meet. The atmosphere at home was tense, filled with worry and uncertainty. But do you know what? Despite all the challenges, she never lost her faith. She kept believing in a higher power, trusting that everything happens for a reason. Every day, she prayed with all her heart. She sought solace in her faith, believing that God had a plan for her, even if she couldn't see it yet. And you know what happened? Things began to change. Slowly but surely, her prayers were answered. She received good news that lifted her spirits. She got a new job, one that was even better than the last. It was as if all her hardships had led her to this moment of triumph. Her family grew closer, united by the trials they had faced together. They found strength in each other and in their shared faith. When we keep believing, even when it's hard, we open ourselves up to miracles. Faith isn't just about religion. It's about hope, trust, and perseverance. Remember, faith can move mountains. It can transform lives and bring light to the darkest of times. So, hold on to your faith and let it guide you through life's challenges. Now, some of you might be wondering, what exactly is faith? Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Let me put it this way, faith is like a seed. You can't see it when you plant it, but you trust it will grow. It's about believing in something you can't see. It's about trusting in God's plan, even when you don't understand it. Faith is the foundation of our relationship with God. It's the key that unlocks His promises in our lives. Friends, faith is powerful. It can move mountains. It can heal the sick. It can bring peace to troubled hearts. Remember the story of David and Goliath? David was just a young shepherd boy. Goliath was a giant warrior, but David had faith in God. He knew that with God, all things are possible. And guess what? David defeated the giant. That's what faith can do. It can give us the courage to face our giants. It can help us overcome any obstacle. Faith isn't just for big miracles. It's for everyday life too. It's about trusting God in the small things. When you're facing a tough decision, have faith. When you're feeling overwhelmed, have faith. When you don't know what to do, have faith. God cares about every detail of your life. He wants to help you. He wants to guide you. All you have to do is ask. Remember, faith is not a one-time thing. It's a journey. It's about growing closer to God every day. We all go through tough times. Moments when the weight of the world seems unbearable, and the challenges we face feel insurmountable. Times when it feels like the world is falling apart. The chaos around us can make us feel small and powerless, as if we're caught in a relentless storm with no end in sight. Times when we don't know where to turn. We search for answers, for a glimmer of hope, for something to hold on to in the midst of our confusion and despair. But even in those dark moments, we can hold on to faith. Faith is the light that guides us through the darkest tunnels, the beacon that leads us to safety. We can remember that God is with us. He hasn't abandoned us. In our most trying times, His presence is a source of comfort and strength, reminding us that we are never truly alone. Psalm 46 verse 1 says, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." This verse reassures us that no matter how dire our circumstances, we have a divine protector. He's our rock, our fortress, our shield. Just as a fortress provides safety and security, God's love and protection surround us, giving us the courage to face our fears. When the storms of life come, and they will come, faith is our anchor. It keeps us grounded. It is the steadfast anchor that holds us firm, preventing us from drifting away in the turbulent waters of life. It keeps us from being swept away. Like a tree with deep roots that withstands the fiercest winds, our faith roots us, giving us the resilience to endure and the strength to persevere. Jesus told a parable about a mustard seed. It's the smallest of all seeds, but when it's planted, it grows into a large tree. That's how faith is. It might start small, but it has the potential to grow into something truly amazing. Don't underestimate the power of a little faith. Don't despise small beginnings. Every great journey starts with a single step. Nurture your faith. Feed it with God's word. Water it with prayer. Watch it grow and flourish. Section 7. Faith without works is dead. Now, faith is not just about believing. It's about doing. It's about living out our faith every day. James chapter 2, verse 26 tells us, "Faith without works is dead." In other words, true faith is active. It produces good fruit. If we say we have faith, but our actions don't reflect it, then our faith is empty. It's like a body without a soul. Let's show our faith by how we live. Let's be kind, compassionate, and forgiving. Let's be the light in the world. Section 8. Faith, Hope, and Love. Faith, hope, and love. These three are intertwined. You can't have one without the others. Faith is the foundation. It's believing in God's promises. Hope is the expectation. It's looking forward to the fulfillment of those promises. Love is the action. It's living out our faith and sharing God's love with others. These three work together to bring us closer to God. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 13 reminds us, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." Section 9. Finding your faith. This journey is deeply personal and unique to each individual. Some of you might be thinking, "I wish I had more faith." It's a common feeling, especially in times of doubt or hardship. Friends, faith is a gift from God. It's not something we can earn or achieve on our own. It's a divine gift that comes from a relationship with Him, but it's a gift we have to receive. We must open our hearts and minds to accept it. This requires a willingness to be vulnerable and to trust in something greater than ourselves. How do we receive it? By spending time with God, by reading His Word. The Bible is a powerful tool that can guide us and provide comfort in times of need. By talking to Him in prayer. Prayer is our direct line of communication with God. It's where we can pour out our hearts, share our fears, and seek guidance. The more we seek Him, the more our faith will grow. It's a gradual process, like planting a seed and nurturing it to grow into a strong tree. Just like a muscle gets stronger with exercise, our faith grows stronger with use. We must practice our faith daily through acts of kindness, worship, and service to others. Don't be afraid to ask God to increase your faith. It's okay to admit that we need help. God understands our struggles and is always ready to support us. He's faithful, and He will answer your prayer. Trust in His timing and His plan for your life. Remember, faith is a journey, not a destination. Keep seeking, keep believing, and your faith will continue to grow. Section 10. A life of faith. Friends, I encourage you to live a life of faith. A life where you trust God completely. A life where you believe in His promises. It won't always be easy. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks. But remember, God is with you every step of the way. He will never leave you nor forsake you. So hold your head high, keep the faith, and know that greater things are yet to come. God bless you all.